Hey, good morning. Happy Thursday, everyone. We're in John chapter 3 today for our Bible reading. And this chapter is full of information that is well known to most of us. Obviously, the famous verse, John 3:16, is here. This is the story of Nicodemus and Jesus telling him he must be born again. Um, and So there's lots of good material in here, lots of good reminders, lots of interaction, people having interactions with Jesus that really can speak to our lives and give us direction. And one of the verse portions that really stood out to me was the conversation between John's disciples and him when they were speaking of Jesus. And they came to him and said, "The one you told us about is baptizing." And people are going to him basically and not coming to us. And as I read through this, and this is where John's response is, he must increase, I must decrease. And that's a scripture that we use all the time in Christendom and in our Christian lives, and which is it's a true statement. However, when you look at it in the context of this conversation, I think there's some telling things that we can look at here. And the first and foremost is that these men who were following John, obviously, they had a heart for God. They had a heart for godly things and for spiritual things, and they were desiring to serve God. But through all of this, through all of their good works, their religiosity, they were missing an encounter with the Messiah. They were missing Jesus altogether. And my go-to, I'm very much a Martha. I'm very much a doer. Come on, let's get things done. Let's hop to it, kind of person. Let's get a plan. Let's work the plan. Let's make it happen. And so I really began to think about that as I read this passage this morning and thought about, I know that there are times in my life I can look back and there are times when I've missed a complete encounter with the Lord because I've been too busy or I've been too focused on the work of the ministry. And I just want to encourage you today and encourage myself. He must increase, I must decrease. I don't want to ever miss that encounter with the Messiah. I don't want to ever miss an opportunity for the Lord to speak to me, for me to see his grace and his mercy in my life, and to spend time with him, or whatever it may be, whatever he's calling me to, and not even recognize him, not even recognize him acting and moving in my life. And so in this scripture, John talks about that the friend of the bridegroom is glad and he's listening for his voice. And when he hears him, he's glad. And I want that to be my heart today. And so I want to be reminded as I read through the Gospel of John this month that these encounters, these times with Jesus are important. And he's calling to us and he's calling our name. And we want to be quick to hear and quick to listen, and quick to be able to get quiet and just get before him. And so I hope you're enjoying the book of John so far, and we look forward to sharing this book with you this month. Be blessed. Have a great day. It's going to be a great weekend out there. Summer's finally here. Be blessed.